All right, you filthy animals. Welcome back to another episode of the Drunken Rant Uncensored. I'm Liam Manillan, and as always, I'm fucking hammered.
Hey everyone, it's Olivia.
Someone hide the tequila before I try to snort it.
Yeah, someone please.
Speaking of things getting snorted tonight, we're diving into a story that's so fucked up, it'll make your head spin faster than a tilt-a-whirl on overdrive.
Oh, God.
We're calling this one 310 Million Reasons to Skip the Tilt-a-Whirl.
Oh my God. We're talking about that poor kid, Tyre Sampson.
Yeah.
And the tragic accident on the Orlando FreeFall ride. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
One where the kid fell like 1,000,000 feet to his death.
This shit ain't for the faint of heart, folks. We're talking lawsuits, negligence, and a whole lot of messed up shit. So grab your drinks, buckle up, and get ready for a wild ride.
Okay, so let's set the scene. March 24th, 2022, Icon Park in Orlando. This place is like Disneyland's trashier cousin, you know?
Oh, yeah, I know that shithole.
And they got this ride called the Orlando FreeFall.
Uh-huh.
This thing is basically a giant middle finger to gravity, 430 feet tall. Takes you all the way up, tilts you forward, and then drops you like a hot potato at 75 miles per hour.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Well, for Tyre, it was... See, the kid was a big dude.
Yeah.
We're talking well over the ride's weight limit.
Yeah.
Like almost 100 pounds over.
Holy shit. You'd think someone would have noticed, right?
Right.
Like, hey, Tubby, maybe you should stick to the teacups. But nope, they let him on.
And to make matters worse, they manually adjusted his harness to make him fit.
What the fuck?
It's like trying to squeeze a goddamn watermelon into a sock.
Seriously? What the fuck were they thinking?
Right. It's like they were begging for a lawsuit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what they got. Tyre's family sued everyone involved, the ride operators, and even the company that made the ride Funtime Handles, which is based in Austria.
Austria? Seriously? What the hell do those schnitzel-munching motherfuckers know about building thrill rides?
Apparently not a whole lot, because those restraints failed spectacularly.
Oh.
And get this, Funtime Handles didn't even bother showing up to court.
What? Are you kidding me?
Can you believe that shit?
What a bunch of pussies. Probably hiding out in their little alpine chalets, drinking schnapps and pretending like nothing happened.
Well, they might not be feeling so smug now. The judge slammed them with a $310 million default judgment.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's $155 million to each parent.
Holy shit.
Right.
Damn, that's a lot of schnitzel money. But hold on, I'm no lawyer.
Okay.
But how the hell do you collect that kind of cash from a company that's halfway across the world?
That's the million-dollar question, Liam. And it's a lot more complicated than you might think.
Okay, hit me with the legal mumbo-jumbo. Why is this so damn difficult?
Well, first of all, there's this thing called the Hague Service Convention.
Hague Service Convention.
Okay. It's basically a bunch of international rules about how you serve legal documents to companies in different countries. You can't just like send them a biome on Instagram and call it a day.
Oh, wow.
You got to go through all these hoops, get everything translated, and make sure it's done by the book.
Sounds like a bureaucratic pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. And Funtime Handles is probably going to try to use this to their advantage.
Oh, God.
They might argue that the lawsuit wasn't served properly according to the Hague Convention and try to get the whole judgment thrown out.
So they're going to try to weasel out of paying by claiming some technicality. Typical scumbag move.
Exactly. And even if the Sampson family wins that battle, they still have to actually collect the money, which means finding Funtime Handles assets, which could be stashed anywhere in the world. It's like trying to find a goddamn needle in a haystack.
This whole thing is a legal clusterfuck.
Starting to get a headache just thinking about it. Pass the tequila, would you?
Hold your horses, cowboy. We're just getting started. So Funtime Handles these guys. They're basically playing hide-and-seek with a $310 million judgment.
What a bunch of pussies.
Hoping if they just, like, disappear into the Austrian Alps that it will all go away.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. These sneaky bastards are about to get a rude awakening.
Well, it's not going to be easy. Remember that whole Hague Convention thing we talked about?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a lawyer's wet dream.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Full of technicalities and loopholes. Funtime Handles, they could try to use it to launch what's called a collateral attack on the judgment.
Collateral attack. Sounds kind of badass.
It kind of is, but in a legal sense. Think of it like this. They're basically saying, hey, U.S. court, you never had the right to judge us in the first place because you didn't follow the rules of the game.
So they're saying they're not playing by our rules. What a bunch of entitled pricks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a way of challenging the court's authority, even though they already lost the case by not showing up. It's a long shot, but it could work.
Man, this legal system is rigged.
Yeah.
It's like a goddamn casino where the house always wins.
Tell me about it. But even if Funtime Handles' little stunt fails, the Sampson family still faces another hurdle actually getting their hands on the money.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. It's one thing to win a judgment on paper. It's another thing entirely to actually see a dime of it.
Right. We're talking about an international treasure hunt here.
Oh, yeah.
The Sampson family's lawyers are going to have to track down Funtime Handles' assets, which could be spread across multiple countries, hidden in shell companies, you name it.
Sounds like Mission Impossible.
Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea. They're going to need all the help they can get.
Yeah.
And even if they manage to locate some assets, they're going to face another legal battle to seize them. It's going to be a long and expensive fight.
This is some seriously depressing shit.
Yeah.
It's making me lose my buzz. I need another drink.
Hold your horses, Liam. We're almost there.
Okay, but hurry up. I'm starting to feel a rant coming on.
All right. So where were we? Oh, yeah. The Sampson family's uphill battle to collect their $310 million. It's a perfect example of how messed up our legal system can be, especially when you're dealing with international companies.
Yeah. It's like these companies think they're above the law, that they can just screw people over and get away with it.
Well, they often do get away with it, which brings us to a bigger question. How do we prevent this from happening again? How do we hold these amusement park companies accountable for their actions?
Yeah, that's the real issue here. This isn't just about one tragic accident. This is about a whole industry that seems to prioritize profits over people's safety.
Right. It's like they're in a constant race to the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Building bigger, faster, more dangerous rides just to attract thrill seekers. But at what cost?
Seriously, it's like they're playing Russian roulette with our lives.
And the worst part is we're the ones who keep lining up for it. We're obsessed with adrenaline, with pushing the limits, even if it means risking our neck.
I know. Right. Like we have a collective death wish or something. Maybe those boring-ass merry-go-rounds weren't so bad after all.
Okay, easy on the nostalgia trip.
Uh-huh.
I get your point. But it is a scary thought, isn't it? Knowing that our desire for thrills could literally be the death of us.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I think it's time for another shot of tequila.
Oh, God, not another one. All right, fine, but let's make it quick. We need to wrap up this deep dive.
Fine, but after that I'm hitting the strip club. I need to clear my head with some naked ladies and lap dances.
Oh, for the love. Okay, everyone, we're taking a quick break to fuel our bad decisions. We'll be right back to finish dissecting this legal shitstorm.
All right, you drunken degenerates, we're back. And ready to finish this shit show, Olivia. Where were we? I got distracted by something shiny. Probably a bottle of tequila.
Oh, God. You're a mess. We were talking about how amusement parks are basically giant death traps disguised as fun, remember?
Oh, yeah, those things. Right. So back to this whole lawsuit thing. Let's say the Sampson family manages to pull off a miracle and actually collect that $310 million from Funtime Handles. What are they going to do with all that cash? Buy a private island and surround themselves with strippers?
Okay, first of all, that's probably not the most sensitive thing to say, considering their son just died a horrible death.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. It's the tequila talking.
Clearly. But seriously, this isn't about getting rich. This is about justice. It's about holding those responsible accountable for their negligence. It's about sending a message that companies can't just cut corners and gamble with people's lives.
You're right. It's just hard to wrap my head around the fact that a kid went to an amusement park and ended up dead. I mean, that's supposed to be a place for fun, not a fucking horror movie.
It is fucked up.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, are these parks getting too extreme? Are they sacrificing safety for thrills?
I mean, some of these rides are insane.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to defy the laws of physics, and people's bodies are paying the price.
Yeah.
Remember that rickety-ass Mad Mouse we talked about? I bet they found that thing rusting away in some junkyard and decided, hey, let's slap some paint on this death trap and call it a ride.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. It's like they're in this constant competition to build the tallest, fastest, most terrifying ride, and common sense goes out the window.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, hey, come ride our coaster. It might break your neck, but at least you'll die screaming with excitement.
It's messed up, right? And the sad thing is we're the ones feeding into it. We're obsessed with pushing the limits, with getting that adrenaline rush, even if it means putting ourselves at risk.
Yeah, we're all a bunch of thrill-seeking junkies, mainlining excitement.
Hey.
But hey, at least it's a more interesting way to die than choking on a chicken bone.
Right? Oh my God. You're a terrible person.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood. But seriously, folks, what do you guys think? Have amusement parks gone too far? Are we all just one ride away from a broken neck and $1 million lawsuit?
Yeah, hit us up in the comments and let us know your thoughts. Are you still willing to risk your life for a few minutes of adrenaline-fueled excitement? Or do you think it's time for the amusement park industry to pump the brakes and prioritize safety over thrills?
And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to The Drunken Rant Uncensored for more insightful and drunkenly hilarious discussions about the things that matter.
Or at least the things that entertain us while we're 3 sheets to the wind.
Cheers to that. Until next time, stay safe, stay drunk, and try not to die on a roller coaster.
And please, if you're going to write anything, make sure it's been inspected by someone who's sober.
Good advice. Now, where's that tequila?